Welcome to my latest landscape photography edition here in Tasmania. Welcome to a very cold Tasmanian sunrise at Cradle Mountain. I feel that this is going to be episode 1 of multiple trips here to get this sunrise, and I just don't think it's got the colour that I'm looking for today. But I'm going to set up and take a pretty cool picture anyway and see what it looks like. That sun has well and truly come over the horizon there, and it's a big beautiful ball of orange lighting up this day. And even though it's not sensational for photography, I'm glad that it's starting to warm me up a little bit. I'm absolutely freezing here, hanging over the top of Marion's Lookout here at Cradle Mountain. I have put myself down near the edge of Dove Lake here. And the reason I've positioned myself up to this spot here is I found that this foreground at the moment is just lacking a little bit of interest. So I've cropped myself right down low to this bush to give the viewer some sort of interest in the foreground here. Even though the bush is stripped of all its leaves, it still adds a little bit of contrast to the foreground here. The mountain itself has got a beautiful ray of light on it, and I've taken a few exposures. I was hoping for some more cloud coverage, but it's just not the case with the clear night we had. And the exposure I have got is taken at f11 at a 30th of a second. And I'm really quite happy these results for a morning up on the mountain, but I feel that I will be back up here over the next few weeks to try and capture another sunrise here at the Cradle Mountain National Park. And for now, I'm freezing cold and I'm looking forward to a nice hot cup of coffee back at the lodge. Stay tuned. Welcome to take 2 of sunrise up the top of Marion's Lookout over Cradle Mountain. It is officially the shortest day of the year here in Tasmania. It's the winter solstice, and accompanying the shortest day is probably one of the coldest days I felt for a while as well. That wind up on top of the plateau there is ripping across, and man, it's cold. So hopefully by the time I get up there, it's a little bit less brisk. Lots of ice underfoot this morning, just coming up here on the side of Cradle, and it's been a bit of a challenge trying not to fall over. Once again, it's a pretty cold night and lots of stars, so I'm not sure there's going to be a lot of cloud around for sunrise. Definitely not over to the east, but looking down to the south, there's a little bit of low-lying fog up over the back of the mountain here, so that itself might be just enough to add a little bit more atmosphere to this image, or the same image that I took last time. So stay tuned and let's go and have a look at the sunrise. It's officially freezing up here. The wind is very cold and the morning is beautiful though. There is a lovely pink snow glow ribbon of pinks and purples and dark blues on the horizon over there. I've even got the accompanying moon over to the back there, but what I have got is a crystal clear Cradle Mountain, and I've got plenty of foreground interest this time. This is what I was looking for, this little tarn that I'm familiar with from a photo I took here quite some time ago. And the other thing that's really sparked some interest this morning is this fog peeling in over from the west, which is adding some tremendous atmosphere to the Bighorn section of Cradle Mountain here. And I am hoping that the sunrise will come through and cast an even better glow across this landscape. What I am going to do is take a few photos now and capture the pre-dawn, and then wait for that glow of the sun to come back over from the east and cast its rays across the landscape as well. I might get in nice and close to this tarn and capture some of these beautiful sections through the ice here, or even some of the snowdrift caught in some of the bushes on the side here as well are quite beautiful, which might make a fantastic composition as the sun comes up. So time to take some pictures, and stay tuned. This is one of those mornings as a photographer that's really paid off. It was really difficult getting out of bed this morning at 4 a.m. and driving on a frosty road up here this morning. The sun on the horizon has just started to poke over, and it's adding some brilliant warmth to this snow-covered foreground here, which is making this a very vibrant image. I have got the camera set up here with the 35mm lens. I've got a circular polarizer on, which I have to keep cleaning. It's getting icy with the prevailing wind across this plateau, as well as my face. It's freezing. I have got the circular polarizer, I said, and that is adding a little bit of punch to this sky behind Cradle Mountain, putting a little bit more blue into it. I have repositioned myself here just to hide behind this foreground, or this snowdrift bush in front of me here, and I think that really adds some impact to this image. I have shot this at 1 second at f/16. I will take one more image here this morning in this spot, and I am going to use the viewfinder and not the LCD screen to try and get this image nice and sharp. I find that the LCD on the back is not that great for getting fine-tuned sharpening, and those results straight off camera have really made this a worthwhile mission upside the mountain. I will go and hide behind that rock for a little bit and warm up and hang around and see if there's any more compositions today, and make my way down and get that much deserved hot cup of coffee back at the lodge. So stay tuned.